What's up, YouTube? This is your King of the Night, Vincent Valentine Mia Kirk, with a new video, which I'm going to upload tomorrow. I'm just making the video right now. So, we're going to be talking about, we're going back to Final Fantasy IX. Just because I got enough material for Final Fantasy IX, I can actually cover. Now, and this will also replace the bad news I had yesterday. But we're going to be talking about why Steiner and Beatrix are the perfect Final Fantasy couple. Now, it goes beyond the traditional couples like Tifa and Cloud and people that are going to be in a relationship together. But to people who has not played Final Fantasy IX, you probably didn't know this was coming. Considering, Beatrix is a top shelf babe. Even though she's a ruthless, general, she's a top shelf babe. And Steiner looks like the goofy troop, goof troop. So you always wonder why. And this is why I think that Beatrix and Steiner should be a couple that you should probably follow an example of. Because Beatrix was looking at the inner value and of Steiner. What I mean by the inner value is the stuff he did for her that matters. The heartfelt confession to her, the times he saved Beatrix, and when they worked together, there was little time, they worked together so much they pretty much know each other as well, and they both want to protect Princess Garnet, as well. And even though Steiner's a goofy looking person, you got to admit that, what gets the beautiful women sometimes, the beautiful model type women, isn't money or looks or any of that superficial stuff. What really does is what you do for that person. And not to mention, they already had chemistry in the beginning. They both work in the same thing. They work in the same kind of, organization a little bit. Yes, hers was a different organization, but she has taken over the Knights of Pluto during Steiner's absence with, Zidane and stuff like that. But you gotta really thank Zidane for bringing these two characters truly together, because ever since Queen Barnet's death, they've been just getting closer and closer together, So, and like I said, Steiner does not look really good. In fact, this kind of reminds me of a Android 18 Krillin type of relationship, or the goofiest looking dude goofiest dude in your party ends up getting the beautiful girl, and not the good looking person. You think Amaret, the most because of his masculinity, that he would end up with Beatrix, but I think, I don't think that would work. It's the fact that Steiner, legitly treat her nice, and not only treat her nice, but they work together, so they build on each other's chemistries. Not to mention their fighting styles is kind of similar a little bit, based on the fact that they've seen each other fight. So, they have a lot more in common than anybody else, Even when Kuja was trying to hit on Beatrix wasn't having any of that. And that's because all this time, Beatrix wanted to actually have Steiner confess his love to her, which works perfectly, I think. Which is a good lesson, because I think any couple should strive to be a Steiner and Beatrix, because any couple should strive to be a Steiner Beatrix couple, because this shows you that man does not have to look good or have money in order to properly love you. It's through the actions. The actions actually speak larger than any words. You can have any words on any paper, but it don't mean shit unless there's actions behind it, and as long as there's chemistry, which there was already chemistry in the beginning. So we're not even denying that there's chemistry behind the actions of Beatrix. We're not questioning that at all. What we're saying is that, it's because, his actions showed more than he could ever write on the love letter. Even, which made, her fall for him. Meaning that, in order, if you really have if you have a true, genuine love crush on a female, even if they look like a model, even if they look like Jessica Negri, and you look like the stereotypical geek. But if you truly love this person and you truly know this person and she knows you back, that it could be possible. It could be very possible. It could be possible she might share the same feelings with you, which gives us not only hope, but it is realistic. Because again, most people think you have to have a bunch of money and looks. That's not true. It does open doors, but opening doors is different than getting in. You could open any door you like, but if you're not getting in, you're not getting in. So what it really comes down to is, it's really about your actions and your sincerity toward that person. If you have that, nothing's impossible when it comes to the power of love. Nothing's impossible when it comes to the power of love. If you have sincerity and you're genuinely nice, and not only that, but if you know the person, you hanged out with the person enough, you feel like you've been in that person's life for a long time, then that will show in the end result. And thus, that's why I think Steiner and Beatrix relationships is the absolute utmost perfect relationship in Final Fantasy. I'll even admit it, even though I'm a biased Final Fantasy VII fan, it's even better than Cloud X Tifa, just because it puts realism into this type of ship. So may the crystal be with you. So like and subscribe, share, and and yay or nay if Steiner and Beatrix should stay together, and comment to let me know what you think below, and may the crystal be with you.